Welcome back to the Titanium Hangar. This is Mike. I'm coming at you with another video. This time I want to talk to you about the Dinobots, mixing and matching different Dinobots sets. So we've got Fanstoys, Gigapower, and Takara. So far, all Takara's put out is this Grimlock in front of us here. And Fanstoys started with their Scoria. There's also another version of this figure, and it's called Cesium, and it's a whole completely different figure. And I understand that it's bigger in scale, less die cast, and it was supposed to be a cheaper alternative for $130, which I don't know. That's not that much cheaper, but I hear that it's just a little bit more modern design on it. Also, right here I've got Swoop. Now I actually don't have 5 Dinobots yet, and I'm not even worried about it. But the thing is, I probably do need to get that 5th eventually. And a lot of questions have been coming up in the comments section and discussions in the comments section on whether or not you can mix and match Gigapower into all this. So let's go ahead and answer that question now. So I've got the Gigapower sludge. I still need a slag option to fill out my Dinobots. And I'm the kind of person that actually likes having different figures from different companies. I know a lot of people want the whole Fanstoys set. I think a lot of people want the full Gigapower set. And I am the opposite of that. I want different representations from different companies. So if you look at what I've got on the table right now, you've got Takara, Fanstoys, Gigapower. So we're going to move these around so you can see them a little bit better. But I'm going to help you make up your mind and make a decision whether you think you can pepper in a Gigapower figure. First thing we're going to talk about is Grimlock. Now, here's Grimlock with the Scoria booties. And I guess I've recently learned that the Scoria booties were a second run, so thanks in the comment section there. They've definitely informed me. But I'm okay with Sludge being bigger. I'm okay with Sludge being a big one. So I think if you're operating with your Grimlock as the official, you're going to be disappointed, especially if you don't have the Scoria booties. So let's remove those. Here he is without the Scoria feet. And now that is far too big of a difference. I think that's the largest variation you're going to see because Fanstoys are actually a lot bigger than this. Way too small. And if you don't know what the Scoria feet, the add-on feet, it's these plastic ones right here. And they just slide in. They basically just slide into the side of the Grimlock's foot. And with Fanstoys making these, I'm surprised they weren't made out of metal or have some sort of die cast to give him some more heft and weight, to give him more heft and weight. But anyway, let's see what this looks like with good old Rex. So I see that this fits. This fits into the scale very well. And one of my future collection videos I'm going to do of another friend of mine, he uses Reximus Prime as his Gigapower set. He's got all the Gigapower except for the Grimlock, which is out next. And I swear I thought that his was the Gigapower one. They look good together. And I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this look. I'm okay with, they just fit very well. And, you know, I can get with this as a set. And I don't know if it's bothering you, but this arm just looks short and stubby for some reason. Well, it is kind of a short and stubby for his size. But yeah, this looks good. Let's do a quick sideway view of him and Reximus, which, if you don't know what Reximus is the KO oversized version of Grimlock. And there's been some debate on whether he's too big to be on your masterpiece shelf or he's just the exact size. He is still a little bit bigger than Fanstoys Grinder, but I think he'll be the exact same size, if not like a fraction of an inch taller than Gigapower's version of Grimlock. And so for that, if you got Reximus, I think you'll be fine. Although, let's feel the weight on him. He's not nearly as heavy as an actual Gigapower. Probably, I don't know, a half a pound more on this guy. So I do want to do a comparison between the Reximus Prime and the Grimlock with the Scoria booties on. So as you can see, this is a much different size that you're looking at. And Reximus is much bigger, much more bling bling, but really everything else is about the same. I also want to point out that Reximus has his an actual Autobot symbol in there, which is kind of brave of them to include that in there. But anyway, I think that if you go with the original model and you go with Reximus, it wouldn't be that bad. I think the original actually has its own, I don't know what you call it, charm. But yeah, this is the one I've been rocking for the last, I don't know how long. Question is, if you're going with the Gigapower, do you need the Gigapower Swoop, which is much taller? And I kind of think I want to go with Gigapower Swoop either way. Fanstoys did a great job, but this has now been, what, 4 years ago that the Swoop came out, and I like him. I like the way the Fanstoys one looks, but I also like the way the Gigapower looks, so it's a tough one for me. What I like the most about Fanstoys is that slender, sleek look, and just like spot on to the cartoon. But well, there you go. And how do they look together? Scoria might need his own booties, his own foot extenders. He's just a little short, little off. But if you're looking at like the full top, like the top of him is about the same, but the head, he's a head shorter from the head. And it's just one of those things. Like it's purely your sensibilities, your tastes, your likeness, and of course it's your shelf, so you make that decision. But I'm just giving you some comparisons so you can decide what you want. I like the contrast on these, and I don't display these side by side. But I do want to say that in Dino mode, I think they would all look fine. Any companies, any of these, whether it be Takara's Grimlock might still be too small. So the Reximus, the Fanstoys, or even the Gigapower that's coming out would all be great. And stylistically, I still think they fit well. I mean, if you look at these, look at the style that he's going for with his chest and his line work. There's still some line work here in his chest. The colors of reds actually are really close. I'm surprised they're that close. I actually haven't looked at these that in depth side by side. But let's look at them from the back. So I think one of the things that you might look at is the colors of the gray are slightly off. And this has a bit of a sheen to it. There's no paint, I don't think. I don't think that's painted. It may be paint. Wow. But it's got a nice sheen to it. And this is kind of more of a metallic flat look, not a shiny metallic flat. And this here doesn't bling bling like this bling blings. And the other thing that might be an issue, if it bothers you, how this is a glossy reflective finish where this is a flat matte finish. But in the end, it doesn't bother me. I like the transparent, clear stuff. I really do. I always like the transparent, clear stuff, and a lot of people don't. So here they are in my display, all lined up in the back there. Looks good to me. So there was a quick comparison, and as for my team here, I only have 4 out of the 5. I'm still considering what I'm going to get for my 5th one, which company I go with, and I'm also deciding whether or not to swap out, move up, make him larger. Let me know what you think in the comments, like, subscribe, and Tidarium Hanger out.